there so you can, again, that brotherhood is very important to me. And I want all of them feel like I would want all of my players to feel like they're equal. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have these clashes. Oh, coach, always carrying the AB. You know what I mean? Like that. And then they don't respect you. Oh, somebody talks back to you. And that doesn't have to go for AB. That can go for other players as well. For me, I don't want a player that's just all about their personal stats or what have you. Because this isn't golf. This isn't singles tennis. This isn't, being a swimmer or whatever, independent swimmer. This is a team sport. And because of that, you know what I'm saying? If he just catch balls, if there is a way that football could be a single player sport and he was able to catch the ball by himself, and it was this weird type of independent football, I would definitely have Antonio Brown on my team. My whole thing is, in order for us to move forward and to kill it, to me, it's not all about stats. And I feel like a lot of people and a lot of analysts put that first. I don't put that first. For me, is you can have a person that's average, but if you're a hard worker and with the guys, you trying to get that brotherhood, that synergy, you know what I'm saying? That harmony within you guys, that you know your brother's every movement and why he moved his eye this way, why he moved his shoulder this way. Okay, I know to get right. I know to get left. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Because that's how you breed a winning team. Because for me as a coach, I want them to have their personal achievements, but I don't want you to a point where you trying to have your personal achievements and it's messing up the team as a whole.
Exactly.
Or your wants and it's messing up the team as a whole. So for that reason, I would not do it, but I still love Antonio Brown so much. And right now he already said he's going to do the preseason games. He said he's going back, but he's still fighting for his helmet. He tried to present a newer version of the old helmet and it didn't meet the safety guidelines. Someone was saying that Justina Anderson said that my understanding is Antonio Brown's side has documentation that he is told he could wear a newer version of his desired helmet. It will be up to the arbitrator to determine the relevancy of who told AB that. If relevancy is negated by when he was told, and whether it should be binding. So he's still fighting for his thing. This situation, I feel like Antonio Brown he's an activist. He speaks up for himself, which is so good. It's a really great quality because a lot of times you can get ran over when you do things like that. Right. But the thing is, as far as a team, is what you want on your team. And like you were saying, the Raiders coach can't get mad.
Exactly.
Because when it comes to it, you know what you was getting into. Like I said, if I was a coach, owner, front office, what have you, I am not. I know if Antonio Brown was on my team, I know I had to pull out the red carpet, and I'm just not doing that.
Exactly.
You're going to have to get gritty with the rest of us. He is a hard worker. I can't take that away from him. But I'm talking about when I need you on the field, you're going to come on the field.
Speaking of hard workers. Oh, my gosh. How petty is the NFL rookies? I mean, not rookies, referees. Like, to the point, a rookie, kylermurray,
right,
has been flagged for clapping his hands. People.
Yeah.
Why is that even a thing? Because at the end of the day, you don't know what's going on. And like what was it, Twitter, that said why are they focused on his hands instead of the ball?
That's what Kylermurray said, actually. He said, why are they focused on the claps instead of focusing on the ball? That's what the defense should be, looking at anyway. And so what happened was, before the game, they told about 2 officials, but then there was one more official that they didn't tell. No, like the ones that were over, I believe was it Raiders game, I think? I don't know. I don't know if it was a Raiders game. I'm not for sure. There's 2 officials that wasn't in the loop about it, so they called it false starts. 2 false starts on them. And so it's not unheard of in the NCAA world, but it's not that unheard of, because I believe what they said, Chargers quarterback does it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're saying that maybe they need to league Cliff. He needs to help him kind of legalize the clap to make it, fit in, so they don't keep on, so it doesn't affect the team like it is.
Yeah, like you said, Chargers quarterback Phillip Rivers, he claps his hands frantically, trying to make sure that the ball gets hiked out to him. So at the end of the day, it's a kind of a thing where a lot of times college players, they kind of, try to get you to figure out what's going on by their hands. So when he's clapping to tell you, okay, let's go to this one, instead of going to this play, I want to switch to this. Let's go ahead and hit this instead of hitting that. College football, that's what they did. So it's a thing where a lot of people are getting upset and really mad about it, and it's not okay. It's not right, because at the end of the day, Kyler Murray is not doing anything wrong but trying to play football to his best ability. And you keep calling all these, and you're going to really make the players like, what can we do?
Yeah, it's really coming to a thing like that, because just like the transition, like we talk about WWE, but they're trying to get it back. I noticed the NFL isn't as gritty as it used to be. Mm-hmm. And I wonder, is it because of awareness of the disease, the concussions and things like that? Is that they're trying to make it more safe, so they're doing all this stuff, put all these rules in place to make sure the players are safe or what have you. But then it is softening the game or what have you.
Now, I think I found, because we were talking about this not too long ago, what the actual name was to the brain damage that's caused by the concussion, and I think it's called like CPD or something like that.
Let me look it up right quick.
Yeah, so as she's looking that up, man, it's just a thing, guys, where we really have to put out, APB on these dang on referees.
CTE. That's what it is. Found in 99% of study brains from deceased NFL players. That is so sad. So right. I believe that's why. And then that goes back to the helmet thing with AB. Mm-hmm. Because maybe it's like, look, we're trying to help the players not develop this. Because it's a 99% of deceased players. Mm-hmm. So it's like, Antonio Brown, they are trying to help you as far as safety. I don't know why he wants a Wonder helmet so bad. Because especially if it's for safety reasons, it's like they're trying to help you in the future. Because life is a long game. You could play Tom Brady has been playing for what? How many years?
I think it's been...
He did like 20 years?
It's been quite a while. I think it's been almost 20 years. He's like 42 now. He was drafted in the 6th round, which I think it may have been in 2006, 2007, one of those. But yeah, actually no, it was way before that because they won the Super Bowl in 2003. And he was on that team. So I think it was two seasons before that, 2001. So it may just be 18 years.
Yeah, so on the CTE tip, because it says 76 of 79 deceased NFL players found to have brain disease.
Exactly.
So maybe this is why they're going hard on these anything false starts to prevent damage of unnecessary damage. Because if there is a false start and people are, bamming into each other, colliding in such a fashion, and it wasn't even, a play anyway, then they did that unnecessarily, increasing the risk of CTE. So I understand, but it is transforming the culture of it and how it portrays on screen or actually being in the stands, of how there is a difference. But I think they are trying to protect. So AB, protect your head. I love you, man.
Yeah, man.
CTE is serious. Just make a cute custom helmet that's within the NFL guidelines and just have that different. Design it your own way. But have the new helmet so you're safe. We want you safe.
Exactly.
Because Antonio Brown, I've been loving you since.
Bonus information. We just learned about it today. That the XFL will be making this return in 2020. And they have announced 8 teams. And what their logos and names will be. Now, I think it's pretty cool, some of the names that they had. You had the Roughnecks. You had different things like, matter of fact, I could tell you, St. Louis got a team back. It might not be the NFL, but they got them a football team back.
Really?
Yes. And
okay.
I'm going to be honest. I was kind of excited. So, you have
the Dallas Renegades, the Houston Roughnecks, I believe, the LA Wildcats. This little writing is different, but Guard, Defenders, Vipers, Seattle Dragons, and that's the Tampa Bay Vipers and DC Defenders. And the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Yes, guys.
And these logos, you guys, they look like superhero logos. If you guys check them out, they do to me. I'm so sorry. They look like superheroes.
Yes, guys, they're trying to make a comeback, and I'm a little excited about it because I feel like the NFL does need a little bit of competition so that they can get back to the gritty football that they used to be. Now, I know they're trying to protect them, and I agree wholeheartedly with the protection. But a lot of the protection can hurt another player. And so, I understand the helmet-to-helmet, things of that nature, trying to get them to learn how to tackle each other without using their heads. Perfect. I'm good. I'm cool with that because CTE has been caused by the radicalization of your brain. I know that's probably not a word, but I made it up just now, and people can use it. You're welcome. At the end of the day, I'm kind of excited about this, and I just can't wait to see what XFL brings to the table.
But you know what else? Former Patriots QB Ryan Mallett accepts XFL commissioner's invite. So the XFL this week officially announced Landry Jones as their first player signed.
Now that's pretty cool.
To the XFL.
That's pretty cool. I wonder which team he's going to go to. It'll be kind of cool. I'm excited. To see what's going on. I'm pretty sure they said there's no team that he's specifically going to just yet.
Yeah, he's in the draft pool. So he's going to be in the XFL player draft pool. So my question is, where are they going to host this draft? Is it going to be streamed online, or is it going to be on the television?
And then also, are they going to eventually